What's going on, everybody? This is Nick Bolliger back with NMB Sports. To my left, I got my man Garrett. Brandon is absent today. So, last night we saw Monday Night Football, a very important game for both the Packers and the Eagles, and the Packers come away with it.
Yeah, I think, Aaron Rodgers is, I think he's going to step up the last part of the season. He's been wicked off the first, 11, 12 games through the season so far. I think the last 4 games or so, he's going to pick it up for sure. And I still don't think the Packers are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, so you think it's too late for the Packers?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, that really rough start. You got Detroit in that division who's 7-4. And then I believe 6-5, right in front of, right behind Detroit. Is Minnesota, and they're not too bad of a team themselves. So we're gonna move on over to recap from last night's basketball games. And first game we got is the Celtics and the Heat. What's your takeaway from that?
Oh, Dragic, 27 points, 17 assists. I mean, I've never seen a game like that from him.
Right.
I never knew he was that good of a passer, to be honest. I know he can definitely score the ball, but 17 assists, that's very good. And Whiteside just does his thing with 25 and 17, and he had a couple block shots. And
as he always does.
Right. But the Celtics came away with it. They just had that balance. I mean, Isaiah had 25. That's just classic Isaiah.
Right,
everybody was just balanced. So
yeah, I think Isaiah had 8 assists and 4 rebounds as well. So I mean, for a guy that size, he really just does it all.
He does do a really good job.
So next we're gonna move on to the Warriors and the Hawks. This was probably the game of the night, in my opinion. So you've got Dwight Howard and Paul Millsap both coming up with pretty big double doubles. Both having 14 rebounds. One thing that puzzled me in this game, though, is Draymond Green only had 4 points.
Yeah, and what did he shoot, 22%?
Yeah.
Like, he's with 3 rebounds also. He had 7 assists, which is right around where he should be, with all that scoring around him. But 3 rebounds he should be averaging 10 rebounds.
Yeah.
Because he's strong, and 4 points that's not even close to what he should be at.
This is a guy who made the All-Star team last year, and was probably, one of the first 3 NBA teams,
Yeah.
This is a fantastic player, only scoring 4 points. I get they've got Kevin Durant now, and
that's
all
not,
that.
Yeah, that's not an excuse though. At the same time,
right, and especially only shooting 22%.
But he did have 4 blocks. Got it done on the defensive end. He's one of the best 2-way players.
Easily, yeah. So this is another pretty big game in terms of an individual, having a crazy performance, and that's Russell Westbrook. Last night he had 18 rebounds, 14 assists. I believe 27 points. In
20 minutes. Well, sorry. He had the triple-double in 20 minutes.
Second fastest triple-double of all time.
Which is absolutely crazy.
Right.
Guys play 48 minutes a game and they don't get triple-doubles. He did it. He got one in 20, which is crazy.
And I know the Knicks are 8-9 right now. They're not the craziest team. I mean, according to Derrick Rose, they're a super team, but,
Not quite
yeah,
yet.
no, not quite. Maybe back in 2013. Anyway, so the Thunder took that 112-103. Do you really have any big takeaway from that game?
I think the Thunder just got it done with Westbrook and Cantor and Adams also. Cantor had a big double-double, 27 and 10, and Adams just plays solid like he always did. But I don't think the Knicks don't really, besides Melo, he had a game winner a couple nights ago.
Yep.
They don't really have anybody to close the game out. Like, as a team, they can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, they'll just throw the ball to Melo and let him get it done, which he can do, but you can't expect him to do that every game.
Right, especially with a defender like Roberson.
Yeah, exactly.
He's fantastic. He doesn't do much on the offensive end. One thing I would like to point out is, Derrick Rose had a big night in a loss. I think he had 30 points. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. I think he's shown glimpses that he's the old Derrick Rose back a little bit.
Yeah, and then it fades away, but then it comes back and
right.
Yeah, I really like what you said there, that they don't really have anybody that can close out the game other than Melo.
You can expect him to do that every time is the thing.
Right. The Thunder, last night, I said the other day that I'd like them to start throwing Cantor and Steven Adams in the same lineup and really just having that big lineup to, oppose a Golden State small lineup and just beat them up. And they did that last night, and it really worked. And I think that's because of the Knicks' size. Porzingis is a 7'3" power forward.
Right.
And they have
Joakim Noah's not small either.
Right. So, anyway, we've got games tonight, and these are some pretty big games. First game, we've got the Lakers versus Anthony Davis. Really the Pelicans, but pretty much they're playing Anthony Davis. So
they've actually been playing decent though with Drew.
Yeah.
They got Drew Holiday back, and they won some games when he come back. But you can't between Anthony Davis, he's having a monster year so
Yep.
far. And Drew Holiday, you can't put the whole team on 2 players.
Right.
So.
Yeah, they also have Tim Frazier, who had taken over that role when Drew Holiday was out.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job.
He's still playing all right. But Drew Holiday gives them that added depth that they needed.
Yes, for sure.
So in my opinion, even an unhealthy Lakers team, Julius Randle is out tonight, and I don't know the status of D'Angelo Russell.
He's out for a couple weeks, I think. But the Lakers are still definitely deep enough this year. They can be with
Nick Young, aka Swaggy P, Lou Williams, excuse me, and that cast over there.
Yep.
They should get it done.
Yep.
Next one, we got the Pistons and the Hornets.
Yeah, the Hornets have been playing really good, actually, lately. I haven't heard much of the Pistons.
I know.
I mean, earlier in the season, Drummond had a good game, and other than that, he's just kind of been quiet. The whole Pistons team has been quiet, really. I don't think their record's that great.
No, do you know if Reggie Jackson is still up?
I think he's still out, because he was almost an all-star last year. Like, he was putting up good numbers, but, they've just been really quiet.
Yep, I think that might be because, they're missing their point guard. Drummond did have, 2 20-20 games. I think back-to-back maybe, and then they they faded away. And Kemba Walker's just been playing out of his skin.
Yes, he has. Incredible. He's on pace to be an all-star this year.
Yeah, and I really think
he should.
He should be. Yeah, should be on. Maybe the second team All NBA behind Russell. So
I don't think he's ever been on one of those either.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, he's fantastic.
Yes, he is very good.
Last game of the night that we want to talk about is the Cavs and the Bucks.
It's gonna be a great game.
I think this is, in terms of individual matchups, I think this is the best matchup of the season. You've got Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James, 2 guys that are just absolutely incredible. Yeah. Triple-double threats every night.
Every night, yes.
So what's your prediction coming out of this?
I don't know. I think they're both going to go at it a little bit. I think LeBron's going to look to, show Giannis, I'm still the guy.
Yeah.
I think LeBron's going to have a good triple-double tonight. I think he'll do it.
I think
Giannis is going to. I think he's going to score. I think he'll have 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's going to have 30.
Yeah.
But I don't think the triple-double is going to be there. I think he'll rebound on the Cavs a little bit. But, I think LeBron's going to get the better of him.
Oh, I agree. I think LeBron just shows a little bit more maturity and strength, where Giannis shows
a lot more strength.
That youth
for sure.
and, those long arms.
Yeah.
He's got like a 7'4" wingspan.
And Kevin Love also, he was the player of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Averaging 30 and 10 with 3 assists.
Yeah,
I mean, he had 34 in the first quarter last week.
Ended with 40.
Ended up with 40.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
in my opinion, he should have 136. That's what he was on pace for.
I know,
but
honestly.
Whatever.
So we had a question sent in, and is Russell Westbrook leading the MVP race right now in your opinion? I know it's really early to talk about this.
I think he is. I think he is. The only thing that I'm having trouble with giving an MVP is a big part of that is about wins. And it depends. Like, if there are only a couple games over 500, I think it's going to depend on the way LeBron's playing right now. He's not scoring a lot,
right?
But if they're going to win a lot of games, so I think it comes down to if the Thunder go 7-8 games over 500 and go on a little stretch, I think Westbrook should easily get that.
Right.
But I think it's going to be, in my opinion, I think Harden's going to fall off a little bit. I think it's going to be between Westbrook and LeBron James. But we'll see at the end. It's too hard to predict which one right now.
Right. And you also have to look at with LeBron James, if they didn't have him, they wouldn't be. I mean, they'd be a good team.
No, they wouldn't be nearly.
But and same thing with Russell. But they have a guy like Oladipo who would step up.
Yep.
With LeBron, there's nobody like him.
No.
No. With Russell, he's an athletic guard that plays at 200% at all times, and I think they have the only other guy like him.
Yeah.
But Russell's the number 1, so he kind of overshadows Victor.
Right.
So in my opinion, and from what I take away from yours, Russell Westbrook right now is the leader.
Yeah.
And then LeBron James, because he's LeBron James, is a close second.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we miss Brandon today. Hope he comes back soon.
Yep.
That's all for today. We'll get back to you tomorrow.
See you guys.